Hey guys, welcome to my latest episode of the Wilton Report, hosted by yours truly, James Joslin, sales associate and realtor, member of the Wilton Group. So let's jump into it. Really quickly, before we get started, I want to throw out a quick save the date. We have our upcoming Princeton Market Seminar. It is October 19th at 10:15 a.m. We're going to be hosting it in person as well as on Zoom. And this is great for anybody who's thinking about selling their home, buying a home, investing in real estate, or if you're just interested in the local Princeton and greater Princeton real estate market. It's essentially a high-level research presentation presented by none other than Josh Wilton. So again, if you'd like to attend, text seminar to 609-203-9910, and I'll make sure that you're registered. If you show up in person, you'll get snacks and coffee. If you're at home, as Josh says, it's bring your own snacks and coffee, but it will be great either way. So save the date, October 19th at 10:15 a.m. So this episode is really all about, is there more inventory? Because we've been getting a lot of questions about the market in general. Is it slowing down? Are there more homes on the market? What's going on? And the truth is, there's really not, but the numbers will tell the story. And as always, let's jump into it. So for today, a quick Princeton Market Snapshot. As of October 10th, as of this morning, there were a total of 59 homes. This is across all styles, from small condos up to massive, beautiful mansions in the western section. We have 59 homes total. 13 of those are under $1 million. And realistically, probably half have offers already or are under contract and going into attorney review. 20 of the 59 are priced from $1 million up to $199, so just under $2 million. And then 26 of those homes are priced at $2 million and above. So 59 homes total. Now, out of those 59 homes, I have to say, my favorite is 20 to 22 Charlton Street. It's priced at $2.2 million. It is not our listing, but it is absolutely stunning. This property is a luxury in-house lit. It exemplifies modern elegance, and it really truly maximizes the overall living space using incredible materials while minimizing its overall footprint. It's really incredible. So if you'd like to take a look or learn more about it, reach out to me. I'd be happy to share more about that home. And then 40 Chestnut. It's an incredible duplex. It's priced at $775,000. It is a half a block from Nassau Street in the Tree Streets. It is stunning. Now, it doesn't have a driveway, but again, that's priced in to this house at $775,000. Most of the other duplexes that would be comparable are $300,000 to $500,000 more than that. So if you'd like to learn more about those, please reach out to myself. I'd be happy to share those with you. Now, last week on Josh's episode of the Wilton Report, he dove into the absorption rate, what it is. He broke it down price by price, town by town. We will link that episode below so that you can go take a look, because understanding what the absorption rate is and how you can use that to track the market and the overall pace of sales is incredibly helpful. So simply put, the absorption rate is just that. It's one of the indicators that we use to track the pace of sales. If you're in a healthy market, you should have 5 to 6 months worth of inventory. If you're in an extreme buyer's market, you'll be north of 6 months. Closer to 8, 9, 10 months of inventory is an extreme buyer's market. Anything from 1 month to 5 months is considered a seller's market. Now, Princeton is hovering between 1.5 to 3 months worth of inventory. So it's safe to say that it is still an extreme seller's market in Princeton. And that's across all price points. Now, this is really interesting data. So if you take a look at closed transactions and the corresponding dollar volume here, you'll really see some interesting numbers, and it really tells the story. So closed listings for West Windsor in 2019, a total of 270 homes sold for $162 million of volume. You can see through the years 2020, there were 220 homes sold for $132 million. 2021, you see a big spike, 349 homes sold for $249 million of total volume. But when you jump to 2024, year to date, there have been 146 closed sales for a total of $138 million in total volume. So inventory's down, prices are up. This is also really interesting. This is across all styles. The average sales price in West Windsor is $945,000. The median sales price across all styles is $877,500. And the price for single family homes, the average that is $1,021,000 in West Windsor. So taking a look at this graph, this is incredibly cool. If you go back to 2012, you could see home prices are, this is for single family average sold prices, $563,000. They hover in 2014, they kind of start to creep up to $657,000. But if you look, they hover in the mid to low sixes up until 2020, which would have been the COVID spike. And you start to see that increase in overall sales volume. So 2022, the single family average sold is $800,000, goes up to $900,000, finally up to $1,022,000 year to date today. So again, home prices are up and you're seeing a steady increase in that overall appreciation. Simultaneously, if you jump back to total units sold of single family homes in West Windsor, in 2012, there were 228 homes that sold. Jump to today, there's 117 homes. So dollar volume, overall cost is up, while inventory is significantly down. East Windsor. East Windsor is an interesting one because there's all sorts of different style homes. I mean, you've got a little bit of everything. In 2019, closed listings totaled 282 homes for a value of $75 million. Jump to 2024, you're down to 146 homes total for a dollar volume of $85.7 million. So about a third of the way down in total inventory and closed sales, but we've already exceeded total volume for the years previous. So again, inventory is down, home prices are going up. Now, this is really interesting. So in East Windsor, it always was kind of considered a little bit more affordable, but you could see prices are up. Average sales price across all styles is $484,000. The median sales price across all styles is $441,000, with the single family average sales price coming in at $659,254. So again, prices are up across the board. Lawrence Township. Now, this is really interesting because, as Josh says, this is a massive municipality. Just look at 2019. 312 homes sold for a total of $99 million in closed volume. That is incredible. 312 homes sold. Jump forward to 2024, and we're at 208 homes sold for a total volume of $110 million. It's really quite staggering. I mean, that's significantly down, and prices are just up. Now, this is great. Average sales prices in West Windsor, I say this is great for somebody who might be a seller, but at the end of the day, for the buyers, it's really difficult. The average sales price in Lawrence is $533,000, $533,330. Median sales across all homes, $492,500, and single families are coming in at $631,707. So likely, if you bought your home in 5, 6, 7 years ago, you've experienced a ton of appreciation, and you would be able to exit your home at a higher sales price. But if you're a buyer, particularly or specifically a first-time home buyer, you're entering into a market that is seeing elevated home prices due to limited inventory and increased demand. So it's a difficult market, and it really does truly take working with the best to get a home. All right. So what most of you are probably waiting for, the Princeton data year to date, we're going to jump into it. So 2019, you had 230 closed listings for a total dollar volume of $238 million. 2020, you had 207 homes for a corresponding $214 million. And you see it kind of jumps in 2021 to 289 homes sold and the increased volume of 341 million. But if you jump forward to 2023, last year we closed 186 total homes sold. That's across Princeton for a dollar volume of 263 million. And 2024 year to date, we're at 175 homes sold for a total dollar volume of $267 million. So quite frankly, again, far fewer homes have sold and a much higher overall sales price. And that leads us to here. The average sales price across all styles in Princeton is $1,528,000. Median sales for all styles is $1.35 million. And the single family average sales price year to date in Princeton is $1.74 million. So prices are up, especially on the single family homes. And if you look at the townhouse condos, the average sales price is $834,896, with duplexes coming in at just over $1 million. And I think that's quite interesting because for the longest time, I think duplexes really were Princeton's hidden gem. They typically were in great parts of town. They might be a little bit smaller, which would require less exterior maintenance. Yeah, sure, you shared an exterior or an interior wall with your neighbor, but there was a lot of value there and you could really find great kind of deals throughout Princeton. But obviously people love them and prices are up, again, across the board. It doesn't matter what market, what style you're looking at in Princeton. So this is interesting, and I think Josh said it well. It's rather catastrophic, if you ask us, right? Jumping back to 2012. Now, this graph shows single-family homes priced under $1 million sold in Princeton. So in 2012, you had 129 single-family homes priced under $1 million that transacted. That's incredible. I mean, that would be amazing. What I would give for 129 homes priced under $1 million, we could probably sell them all. And I'm not kidding. If you jump forward to today, year to date, there have only been 26 homes priced under $1 million that have sold in Princeton. That's staggering. I mean, that is really an affordability crisis and an inventory crisis. So the market it's tough. It is really tough. It's great for sellers. Again, if you're somebody thinking about selling, that's awesome. But if you're buying, it is a difficult market across the board. Princeton single family under $1 million list to sale price ratio. So this is great. In 2024, I mean, you could jump back to 2012. You'll see it's just under 90. It hovers in, mid 90s up to about 100. Really the last 5 years, if you're not coming in at 100% of the asking price or more, you're not getting the house. Year to date, 2024, single family homes priced at under $1 million, you better be bidding to 106.8% of the asking price or above to even play ball. If you're coming in saying, hey, I offered 102% of the asking price, it's a great offer. No, it isn't. The market is the market and the numbers are the numbers. And the single family under $1 million market is 106.8% of the asking price. So as Josh always says, that's great, right? But you have to understand the market. If you're not taking all of this stuff into account when you're bidding, reach out to myself, sit down with Josh and I, and we will show you how to properly look at the market so you can execute and successfully buy a home in Princeton. Now, I also want to point out quickly that this is great for sellers, but that doesn't mean that you can just throw your home on the market for any price, right? You have to really calculate what your home is worth, price it appropriately, price it strategically, and really maximize the amount of offers you get so you get the ultimate sales price and net the most amount of money. Again, if you're thinking about selling your home, reach out to myself, sit down with Josh and I. We'll be happy to share all this with you and really show you the strategy. Now, list to sale price ratio from $1 million to just under $2 million at 199. It is in 2024, 106.6% of the asking price. This is really the sweet spot in Princeton. This is where you see the most amount of homes. And you can see that there's multiple offers and it is always exceeding the list price. It's selling for above what the home is listed at. So again, not to quote Josh again, but as he always says, the list price is irrelevant. That's it. You have to understand where the home is going to sell and why. Here, when you look at the Princeton condo/townhouse market, the average sold price back in 2012 was $516,000. Jump forward to today, year to date, it is just under $1.1 million. So it's again, there's massive appreciation in the market. Home prices are up. Again, I want to just kind of remind everybody, we've got the Princeton Market Seminar coming up. So if any of what I talked about resonated with you, or you're thinking about selling your home and you want to understand the market a little bit better, or you've been out looking at homes, or you're just getting ready to buy in Princeton or any of the surrounding towns, and you want to learn more, you want to kind of dip your toes in and really get a ton of really great information, message me, 609-203-9910. Text seminar. I'll make sure you get the link. I'll make sure that you're registered, and we'd love to have you attend in person or via Zoom, whatever's best for you, but show up because this is incredibly helpful. It's going to be full of great information, and we can't wait to see you there. As always, I hope you enjoyed this information. Reach out to me at 609-203-9910. If you're thinking about selling, buying, investing, or you're just curious on what's going on in the market, shoot me a text, give me a call. I'd be happy to share more about it and introduce you to Josh, and we'd love to help you. With that, I'll see you next time. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you enjoyed my version of the Wilton Report. Talk to you next time, guys. Thanks.